Hello everyone, welcome back to another episode of Road to Miss Universe 2020. I am Vagisha Mishra and I review and decode beauty pageants at my channel. So if you have been watching my videos lately and you have not subscribed yet, please consider hitting that subscribe button and also turn on the bell icon so you'll be the first to get notified whenever a video goes live. Okay, so today I am here in front of you to talk about the favorites of the sponsors at Miss Universe 2020. Now, we don't have any reliable source through which we can know who are the favorites of sponsors, but it is pretty obvious by looking at all the sponsor shoots that who are the selected candidates who have been selected on and off for almost every sponsor shoot, and they are actually shining and standing out in the crowd. Now in my previous videos, I have talked about how sponsors' favorites or how these shoots which are shot for the sponsors, they can highly affect your chances to advance further, because we all know that the people who are picked by sponsors, they certainly get an edge when the final selection is being made. So without further ado, let's get started and let's talk about a few of the candidates who have been selected on and off for all the sponsor shoots. So let's get started. Okay, so the very first sponsor shoot which I'm going to talk about is the recent one which we saw at NUBA Cosmetic sponsor shoot, where 5 candidates were selected for the cosmetic shoot. Now in these 5 candidates, there were 3 front runners for the Miss Universe 2020 competition, and you guessed it right, it's none other than Puerto Rico Estefania Soto, Rabia Mateo from Philippines and Natasha Yober from South Africa. Apart from these 3 selected candidates, we also saw Uruguay and Iceland making it for the sponsor shoot for the cosmetic brand. Now when we look at the shoot, the entire space which South Africa, Puerto Rico and Philippines are occupying, it's very much clear that they are standing out in the radar of these sponsors. Now these shoots also give us a very clear picture who is it whom the sponsor want to see, but then again other than that, who are the most telegenic candidates which will do quite well in the show like Miss Universe. Now when you're talking about the show production, we cannot take the girls who are very average looking. So of course they will want the girls who can actually accentuate the final lineup of the candidates who are being televised at the final show of Miss Universe. And considering it's the huge and the biggest pageant all across the globe, it's definitely a huge responsibility to find out and select the candidates who shine effectively in front of the camera. Because if you are a very good speaker but you don't shine out, you don't stand out in the crowd, then of course being a glamorous show, you will be sidelined to an extent. I'm not saying that this is the ultimate decisive factor, but it certainly plays a huge role. Now let's talk about another candidate who has been making it to all the BTS videos of Miss Universe channel and also the sponsor shoots, and it's none other than Ayu Maulida from Indonesia. Now since the continental selection has been sidelined, it has been eradicated, and now we can see the candidates walking only in the swimsuit and the evening gown rounds. Considering that Ayu Maulida has won many modeling projects, many modeling pageants, she will definitely shine and stand out in the crowd. And this is what we are seeing at the NUBA cosmetic shoot as well. She is taking individual space where she is being shown applying her makeup, she is getting ready for the shoot and so on. So finally, Indonesia is also getting spotlight by the sponsors. Now let me talk very quickly about Natasha Yober, Miss South Africa, who has been shortlisted for NUBA cosmetic sponsor shoot, and also she was one among the very first few candidates who shot their swimsuit portraits for Miss Universe. Now with the help of some of the sources, we got to know that Fadil Berisha, who is the official photographer of these shoots, he is praising Natasha Yober magnificently, and he has said that Natasha for sure is a top 3 finalist. Now we cannot completely rely on Fadil Berisha's statement, of course, because it is up to the jury and the committee who should advance further, and it will also largely depend on the prelims and the grand finale which will be televised later this week. So we don't know what is going to happen yet, but then again, if such an experienced photographer is appreciating you and he is acknowledging your efforts, is definitely a win-win situation for South Africa. So South Africa should never be underestimated. My only concern for South Africa is that she was a little bit lackluster when it came to the rank walk, but I believe that considering how strongly South Africa prepares their candidates, we can expect great performance from South Africa in the coming preliminary competition. Now let me talk about another favorite of mine who is climbing up my radar, and it's none other than Estefania Soto from Puerto Rico. So Puerto Rico has been shot twice by MUBA cosmetic sponsor, and when she landed in Miami during the registration, she was one among the few of the candidates who got a center stage in the sponsor shoot at that time. So she has made it individually and then again along with a group of 5 girls who have been shortlisted for this sponsor shoot. So definitely Puerto Rico is standing out in the crowd, and she has this something special extra it factor in her which makes her a huge standout in the crowd as of now. I have been following certain pageant vloggers live videos who are there in Miami and who are covering the event, and after looking at those videos I am very much sure that Puerto Rico is definitely a very tough contender for the crown, because the pictures and the videos which we see which is televised by the Miss Universe channel or on the social media handles, we don't get to see them with respect to the other delegates who are competing with them. But when we see the behind the scenes video, we get a very clear picture of who is actually standing out in the crowd, and for me Puerto Rico has been doing tremendously well in the last few days. The other candidates who have made it to MUBA cosmetic sponsor shoot are Uruguay and Iceland. Although I'm still not very much convinced with Iceland's overall persona, but then again sponsor shoot is not everything. For that matter, we may consider that Iceland may make it to the top 21 semi-finals, but Uruguay is certainly a very pleasant surprise, and I did speak about her in my up-close personal video review where I talked about her entire life journey, how she has managed to overcome the struggles which she has faced in her life and so on. So for me, Uruguay is also somebody who should not be underestimated. Now apart from these candidates, we also saw that Colombia is also shining and standing out in the crowd. She has been shot twice by the cosmetic sponsor shoot, and other than that we also saw El Salvador, Great Britain and Mexico and Panama making it to the sponsor shoot of MUBA cosmetic sponsor shoot. So with this, I think the cosmetic sponsors are definitely loving these candidates and we must keep an eye on them. Now apart from the cosmetic sponsor shoot, we finally get to see the candidates in the swimwear shoot, which is the official sponsor for Miss Universe pageant, and looking at the pictures and behind the scenes video, it's very much clear that Philippines has been garnering a lot of attention in the swimwear shoot. Apart from that, we also see South Africa yet again making it into the official swimsuit sponsor shoot, and then we have Canada, India and Albania has been shot twice by the official swimwear sponsors. So it can be said that these candidates have really emerged and made their place firm in the eyes of the sponsor, and we must not miss them at all whenever we are having a look at the candidates who are fighting a very tough competition for Miss Universe 2020. Now apart from that, I also want to talk about the prelims teaser which has been released by the Miss Universe channel officially at their Instagram handle. And when we have a very close look at the prelims teaser, we see Australia making a twice appearance here in the teaser. Then we have Great Britain, we have Thailand, Colombia, Cambodia, Chile, Curacao, Nicaragua, Indonesia and Philippines. So definitely these candidates are getting attention when we compare them to the other 70 delegates competing for the crown. We have, I think, about 74 delegates competing for the crown this year. So these 10 to 15 ladies are definitely somebody who are actually grabbing the attention of the sponsors, because they have been a part of enormous sponsor shoots within 5 or 6 days of the competition, and that's really a huge deal for them. So with this, I come towards the end of the video. Do let me know in the comment section who do you think is standing out, and do you really think that the sponsor shoots play a huge role in deciding the top 21 semi-finals for Miss Universe 2020? Because now that IMG has taken over, many things are undergoing a lot of changes. But nonetheless, we still believe that Miss Universe pageant does have an amount of glamour in it, so we cannot completely avoid it. So thank you for watching. I'll be coming up with more videos in future. So stay tuned, and this is going to be a very busy week, and I must say that you have to support me and you have to be there with me as we all walk together on the road to Miss Universe. Let's do this together. So see you next time. Goodbye.